Well, hey guys, it's me again. I've noticed some really bad things about life in these months, in the past few years. And I want to talk about some of the experiences, some of the videos I've seen, some of everything I ever been through. Before that, I'm gonna close the door to make sure no one has access to hear me. It may seem crazy that I would talk to myself or anything like that. If I would talk to myself in the mirror for anything, I just feel better because it's better to talk with someone that actually feels like a real human. So let's get a few things straight. I'm gonna probably be displaying 7 things because 7 is a lucky number and it's also one of my luckiest numbers, so yeah. So let's talk about the first one. The first thing about it is online people versus real people. Let me talk about the experience that I've seen with real people. Sure, real humans are nice and compassionate, but there's others that will try to hurt you, disassemble you, hurt you, torture you in ways that can't be comprehended. You could say that anything would be possible thanks to the technology we have now. But it just feels so unreal how we've come so far. However, humans will try to do anything in their grasp. Many series have shown us that it can actually be displayed in a real way. I've seen many videos about murders, deaths, terrorist attacks, torture moments, and after all of that, I'm still sane. I've never gone insane, and the thing is, real people will do anything to get what they want, to love, to hate, to do anything. They can control themselves. Many can, many can't. It's what the real humanity is about. I'm not the wise, perfect human, but I'm one of the most wisest you'll ever find online. And being a YouTuber ain't easy. You could try to get a few views on TikTok and it'd still not be better. Speaking of online experiences, it's turning into the online version of humans. Unlike real humans, online humans share their suffering and all of that. Many of my friends, that includes you in the camera, have suffered very dangerous things. Corrupted files, demons taking hold of them, and let's be real here. We've all seen and thought, how are we still sane? Depends. We've all been together since day one. The day I came on Discord, I was always alone. I had no one to talk to. Well, we'll see. But the thing is, I've known a lot more now since then. I know how to work people out of their depression if I can, but they will never accept the fact that they're ever going to have one of my friend. Some people thought I was immature, but after realizing what they said, if they really think I'm immature, are they any better? One friend of mine that was an online person just unfriended me because he thought I was immature. He thought I was rushing with the servers in any case like that, and he had a point. I really was rushing it. I literally made so many people annoyed. But to the fact of this day, was I really in the wrong? Sure I was, but was he any better? He was the one person who brought all of us together. Thought he could try to do something like a precious YouTuber could do. He tried to get a work server. He had everything rushed. And now, he won't even realize the mistake he did. I wouldn't go to bully him. I won't say anything bad, but if it was really my fault for doing all of this, who was the person who brought us together? Who was the person who decided to do all of it? Well, I won't disclose his identity because of privacy reasons, but yeah, that's the first aspect. My conclusion is online humans are better than real humans, or vice versa. Many counters are at stake. There's many reasons I can say. One of them being is that they're more compassionate than the other one. One of them being is that they're more evil than the other one. See, we all have different aspects, but that's where we come to the second one. My school experience. I know, I wouldn't really want to talk about my personal life online. It probably might even not interest you, but I'm just gonna say it. I have never seen more kids than I can think about. When I was in the first class, I was always so energized. One of the best kids around. One of the kids that wanted to study so much, learn a lot. This world. Many people thought I was one of the best, but many thought I was also the worst. And then I evolved, became better or worse. It was both, but in these years I became worse a lot, but also better. So yes, I'm not the perfect human, but I'm also the one that keeps neutrality at one of the best tracks ever. Because I do good things, I do bad, I do good. It's two things. You can't just do one thing at the time. I'm one of the neutral sorts of humans. If you don't get it, let me explain it simpler. One human does a bad thing. One human does a good thing. That's what their personality is described on. But many of the humans that do two things at once is considered to be a neutral person. Somehow, a neutral personality. And if that isn't true all the time, it's still somewhere in their brain, somewhere in their heart. But seriously, my school experience was one of the best and worst things. I made many new friends, but they all were left to abandon me. Not by force, but it was more of the other's decision. Some really weren't friendly with me. Some really didn't like me at all. But is it really my fault? No. It's somehow always my fault that I do things wrong. I have others that I consider to be my friends, but be real. Would they really count as friends if they hurt me, take away my stuff, always have to annoy me, always have to anger me like I'm an object? No. I never said I was going to take revenge on them. They broke me, and I'm still somewhat sane. I won't have to take revenge. One will, however, get karma eventually from my side, even if God wanted to do that. Jeez. Now listen, we still got 5 more aspects to cover through. The third aspect is strangers. The thing is, strangers always come in all sizes, shapes, forms, personalities. That's what they all think. But I never failed to be one of the greatest humans. From my experience, obviously, I never said I was one of the best. I don't know if I made people's lives, but I did say some. I guess I'm really thankful for them. But that doesn't mean that they shouldn't. Many people I met as strangers were one of the worst kind, but also some of the best kind. And now, the things I always learn about strangers are they're either dangerous or good-hearted. Many YouTubers I see are strangers to me, but then after I seen them, they wouldn't probably know me. I do have a few personal friends as YouTubers, I guess. I don't actually know if it will be the case, but to all of those YouTubers as my friends, thank you. I'm not saying you have to be my friend. I just don't want to lose anyone else. Now, that's why I come to the fourth experience. My personal life. Many people thought I was immature. Many thought I was dumb. Many thought I couldn't do anything. But if I'm really that dumb, how did I get to this point now that I'm 14 years old, have a better intelligence than them? Still, they think I'm dumb. Obviously, it's their own selfish fault. one of the things that really made me two bad things happened last year and this year. First thing is, my grandma died over 1 year ago. I miss her to this day. I'm half Bosnian, half Romanian. My father was actually no, I can't disclose that. That would be too risky. But I do know that I can say that my grandma did die. She was sick. She was an old, sick woman. I couldn't see the bear suffer. At the time of her funeral, we just had to say goodbye unexpectedly. We weren't even there. Couldn't even say goodbye because of traffic and all that stupid timelines. No, but the real reason is we just weren't there fast enough because it wasn't Christmas vacation yet. But on Friday, she died at 10 a.m. My mom was crying and just didn't believe it fast enough. I didn't cry because I knew it would be pointless. I was already sad inside. I just didn't want to believe it, but I already knew the loss of a person was just going to be more hurtful than enough. To all those you out there, cherish the loved ones you have the most. But hate on those that betrayed you. That's my aspect. Actually, don't always hate on the people who betrayed you. But don't trust them as I still have a lot of my New Year's resolutions to tackle. But I'll come after this when I say the second thing that happened. One of my cousins has cancer. And she also has a son. And yeah, it's pretty bad. I haven't heard anything to hear with it. Nothing. Not even a word. And yet she still smiles. I feel like, well, the thing is, she has breast cancer and it's really bad. Well, this video may seem weird to some of you, but I won't do a description this time. I'll just give the title in as soon as possible, but next up is... The fifth thing is... my redemption. The redemption, I caused so many bad things, but I tried to redeem myself. Some failed, some were good, and it succeeded. Mostly. I tried to stop some bad things from happening, but after seeing how people were arguing all the time, I just had to step in and be the hero or the villain. But one thing was for sure, it wasn't totally pointless. I won't do that so often now, but if it has to come in one time, then I'll just do it. Because what's there to lose if I'm already lost in my own ways of thinking? Now to the sixth thing. YouTube. You know, when videos like edits, anime, or series come to YouTube now, you'll think, what the hell? Why is it so bad? Oh, it's so cringe, blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, every time people have to comment negative now. And here's the thing. I hate it. I hate how people always make such content. They always deliberately try to ruin others' experience. They're so mean that they can't even understand what's going on in front of them because they're being as dumb as a rock. As well as that, YouTube has become one of the best and worst places in history now. Too many ads. Too many super long ads. Like 90 seconds? Are you kidding? And then there's the YouTubers who make sus content, the ones who make bad content, the ones who say other stuff about, well, yeah, other YouTubers. They say bad about this. They disrespect them. That's one of the worst things ever. I may subscribe to many good YouTubers, but some are so bad that they're willing to do anything. Like, bro, especially some of the worst people I've met are Bella the Wolf, or, well, I can't disclose that name, but I can't say Bella the Wolf, or probably some might say, no, not Kai Cenat, that's wrong, but Jake Paul definitely, because, no. Jake Paul, and as well, Mr. Beast is a good person, but at this point, nah. However, Chris Ava Tyson is definitely one of the worst. And there are a few more that I can even think of. And now to the second one. The game experience. Or rather, games and anime. First of all, let's talk about games, for example. Yes, I know. Many people like you probably wouldn't know about it because it's new to you. You aren't as interested as me. That's okay. Like, you don't have to be. That's what I'm just saying. And the thing is, I just feel like that in any kind of way, games have become one of the best things ever, but so many have to hate. Or like, you could definitely say woke DEI because there's a female main character like The Witcher 4 or Ghost of Yote. And especially gaming companies, like, bro, they've been falling off, but some are doing so well. And now the anime. It's one of the best. It's mainstream now. We don't need to talk about how OP can become now. Like Dragon Ball, Naruto. Well, it's also One Piece, which is one of the most popular anime, but yeah. And the final thing is, I'm not a bad person anymore. No, actually, I'm not a selfish person like you. I didn't used to be as good. I was a bit selfish. I was a bit high classy. I was a bit foolish. But not anymore. Never. Also, I'm not a subscriber beggar. You guys can either subscribe, unsubscribe, and I still will you care or not. It depends. But you all matter to me, and I'll try to keep up as much as the content I'm posting, and I hope that the reaction video can be done in any kind of way. I hope to say that this video will probably explain me a bit more and of what my opinion is of today's year. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Subscribe, give a like, and I'll see you in the next one.